Good morning, guys. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world today. Welcome to my channel, Luke and Jay Spiritual Journey, Bible Inspired. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you guys can, get something out of this story I'm gonna give you guys, and also hopefully you guys can subscribe, like the video. If you guys definitely leave some comments. After you subscribe, leave me some comments so I can make these videos even better. And as I'm on my own personal spiritual journey, I'm hoping that some of you guys are also on your own spiritual journey, and then maybe you can come together at some point as we move forward. Today I want to talk a little about the story of Job, where God allows Satan to carry out a test on Job, which was one of God's righteous servants, if I should put it that way. And these are my words, right? So, and as I'm going to read Job 1:6-22, and I love the story. At the end, I'm hoping to say why I love that story so much, right? So there it is. It starts by saying, Job 1, verse 6, "Now there was a day when the sons of God, came to present themselves before the Lord." So the sons of God. So if Job is saying the sons of God in his writing, then that means that Jesus Christ was not the only son of God, right? So now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them. So Satan was right there with these guys. He infiltrated the group. He infiltrated the son of God, right? And the Lord said to Satan, "From where you came? From where you come? Where did you come from, buddy?" And Satan said, "Well, going to and fro on the earth, and from walking up and down on it." So he's saying that he's been on earth, he's walking, he's going through earth, he's walking up and down. He's on earth, right? And the Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job? And there is none like him on the earth, a blameless and upright man who fears," listen to that, "who fears God and turns away from evil." So the key is he fears God and he turns away from evil. So these are two very important points there. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, "Does Job fear God for no reason?" So he's challenging God. Does a guy afraid? Is he afraid because there is a reason why he's afraid of you, or is there a reason? "Have you not put a hedge around him and his house and all that he has on every side?" Which means that the Lord has protected him. The Lord has provided him with protection, right? "You have blessed the work of his hands, and his possessions have increased in the land. But stretch out your hand and touch all that he has, and he will curse you to your face." And the Lord said to Satan, "Behold, all that he has is in your hand. Only against him do not stretch out your hand." So Satan went out from the presence of the Lord. So here is the interesting part, right? So Satan is challenging God, and God accepts the challenge, as we would say right now we would say challenge accepted, right? So the only thing God asked him is not to put his hand on him. In other words, do not take his life. He could do whatever he wants, but don't take his life. You know what Satan did? He actually did exactly what God told him to do. He went, he killed all the animals, he killed his servants, except one. He destroyed the crops, right? He did everything that he could have done to cause Job to turn away from God, right? And after he done all that, remember we're talking about Job 1:6-22, right? I'm not going to read the entire thing, but you guys can read it and see how Satan did everything he could to have Job turn away from God, right? And I'm going to jump straight to 17. "And while he was yet speaking, there came another and said, The Chaldeans formed 3 groups and made a raid on the camels and took them and struck them down the servant with the edge of the sword, and I alone have escaped to tell you. So these are one of the stories where Satan has caused destruction to Job, and he's just taking lives. He's taking property. He's taking everything, right? And one of the servants said, your sons and daughters were eating and drinking wine in the oldest brother's house, and behold, a great wind came across the wilderness and struck the four corners of the house, and it fell upon the young people, and they are dead, and I alone have escaped to tell you. So Satan is causing all this destruction, but he's always leaving somebody to tell the message, to go back to Job and tell him what I've done. Then Job arose and tore his robe and shaved his head and fell to the ground and worshipped. And he said, naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked shall I return. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. In all this, Job did not sin or charge God with wrong. So here it is. So Job understood that everything that he had was given to him by God, right? And he accepted that. And he accepted for his life to be taken away, right? And still be loyal to God and still be righteous to God. And Satan just could not have break this guy down. Do we today have that kind of faith that Job had? Are we able to sustain that level of trust in God? Are we able to identify with Job for whatever reason? Are we able to identify in this day? Are we still being consumed by our earthly possessions, by our earthly gains, by our wealth, by our properties? Are we consumed by those and not recognizing that all of these were given to us by God and that all of them can be taken away by God? Is it not that our soul is the most valuable thing that we have and not the physical properties that we have? And if our soul is the most valuable thing that we have, shouldn't we protect it and decide where we want it to be? If Satan is roaming the earth and you allow Satan to come in your consciousness and don't recognize the evil of Satan, and then you fall for all these wealth and everything else Satan is going to offer you, all these earthly things which you cannot take with you when you pass away. When you die, you don't take anything. The only thing that goes with you is your soul. With that, I say, guys, pay attention and don't let your conscience mislead you. Stay faithful. Stay loyal to God. With that, I say, have a good day, guys. Thank you for watching.